Goose Gossage, fresh off getting a plaque and being part of Forever Now in Monument Park, joins us here in the booth. Goose, you always seem happy, but you seem really happy today.
Oh, Michael, I just am just sitting here shaking my head. I've never experienced anything. You know, I mean, Cooperstown was something else. It's still I'm still shaking my head about that one, but this one with all the Old-Timers Day, my favorite day of the whole season when I played, and then having all those guys out there behind you and all these great fans, it's awesome. I really can't even put into words what.
No, Michael's good with words. If you want to borrow a couple of them, it'll help you. He's got a whole bunch of them.
Hey, I'm up here with the stars right now, man.
Now, when you unveiled this is the first time you see it, right? When you unveiled it,
yeah.
What'd you think? No. I thought it actually looked like you.
Oh my God! I just, you know, that was an amazing artist to do what he did with me.
He had a few things to work with.
There's not a whole lot to work with, man. No.
You know, I said yesterday, I don't know if you heard this, Goose, I saw them carry Tino's out. That thing weighs 130 pounds. It's not like you can pick it up like a picture.
You know, ours in Cooperstown, those bronzes up there, I got presented with it at my induction speech, and I picked it up, and I went to pick it up and put it over my head, man, and that was a workout. But they are heavy, and that was just, oh, my God. You know, spending every day out in the bullpen for 6 years and walking through Monument Park every time I went to the, bench out there, you just sat there, and I never even thought about, it never even crossed my mind that maybe, you know what I mean? It was like, it's something like it's not even thought of. It's so far removed of what it means and how many great players of the Yankees are out there. And Paul, I know you must have the same feeling as me.
I saw you and Tino the last couple of days. I got goosebumps thinking about it. And from what I hear, Goose, now you're out there with Babe, and it could be a long night for you. So get your rest.
Well, it's amazing to do it in front of all these fans. And, I played for 8 other teams, loved every moment of every team. But, man, there is nothing like putting on the pinstripes. And I don't want to take away from any other team that I played for, because I loved it. But I grew up out in Colorado, as I said, a Yankee fan. My mom and dad were huge Yankee fans, and then getting to play for the Yankees, and I owe it all to Mr. Steinbrenner, and that was an ordeal, or an experience just with itself, And like I said, we miss seeing George coming, and you hated to see him coming. Now we miss seeing him coming.
You're darn right. I mean, it's amazing how many ex-players talk about Mr. Steinbrenner now with the respect, and you realize how important he was for this franchise to win and what he put together. It's a different place.
Well, I said before, I'm not so sure had anyone else bought the Yankees, would have kept the Yankees. And he recognized what the Yankees stood for all those years, and he kept the Yankees and kept them going through your era, my era, regenerated. The Yankees have been down for so long, and then George comes along and buys the team, and then puts all that money back into the team. And these fans out here really owe a lot to the Steinbrenner family, George in particular. But for me, signing as a free agent, I came in here, I didn't want to take Sparky's job. They ended up giving me Sparky's job on a silver platter, and he'd won the Cy Young Award. So there was a lot of pressure that I put on myself outside of just putting on the pinstripes, and I stunk the joint up, and
don't sugarcoat it, Goose.
for 2 months. We were 14 games out in August, and it would have never been the greatest comeback in history if I hadn't dug us that deep hole. But it was a hellacious start, and but I worked my way out of it thanks to my teammates and helping me through some really rough times.
1-2 count on Jonathan Scope. We're in the top of the second. Talking to Hall of Famer Goose Gossage. Tanaka deals, foul back. It's interesting, Goose, because you said you struggled at the beginning. Is it true that the Yankees used to have a car that drove the relief pitchers in, and that Billy signaled for you to come in, and Mickey Rivers threw himself on the hood of the car?
Oh, my God. Well, I would get to the mound through this tough stretch, and Thurman, the first time I came through this stretch in one of the bad ball games the night before, he goes, "How you going to lose this one?" When I got to the mound, I said, I couldn't believe he was asking me this. Like, I said, I don't know. Get your little butt back there. We'll find out. I was screaming profanity at him when he was running back, but